Welcome to Alaska's Real Deal. I'm your host, Molly McCarthy-Cunfer with the Alaska Department of Fish and Game. In this series, we'll be featuring some of Alaska's state parks and the fishing opportunities within them. In order to get the real deal this summer, be sure to purchase your Alaska State Parks Pass and your Alaska Fishing License so you can visit and enjoy all of the wonderful sites we're featuring. Today we're at South Raleigh Lake, located in the Nancy Lakes Recreation Area. We'll be meeting up with state park staff as well as fish and game staff to learn all about visiting this site and fishing here as well.
Today we're at South Raleigh Campground in the Nancy Lake State Recreation Area. South Raleigh Campground has about 100 campsites. It's suitable for both RV camping and tent camping. They're dry campsites, so there are outhouses here, but no electric hookups and no dump station at this location. A lot of people come here for peace and quiet. They like to fish on the lake as well as canoe and kayak out on the lake. This is a non-motorized lake. Other than electric trolling motors are allowed. There is canoe rental available here through a concessionaire that does rent canoes and kayaks. So people coming out to camp or even just spend the day out here have the option of renting a canoe or kayak if they don't have their own. So that is a convenience that a lot of people enjoy. Also, obviously, wear a life jacket. Not only is it the law to wear a life jacket when you're out in a boat, even a canoe or kayak, but it's a good idea to be wearing those as the water can be very cold. If you don't have a life jacket, we do have a Kids Don't Float board over here by the boat launch area that provides free life jackets for people that may have forgotten theirs or didn't have one. So there's quite a bit of wildlife out here. You may see moose, you may see brown or black bear at times. Often a lot of those big type of wildlife are not seen directly in the campground. I think because of the number of campers in here and the vehicles driving through, a lot of times they will stay just outside the campground, which is good for the campers. Also, there's a variety of birds that we'll see out here depending on the time of year. There's a lot of loons, sometimes swans and cranes as well.
Now that we've met with Drew from Alaska State Parks, we're going to meet up with Alaska Department of Fish and Game staff and learn all about how to fish South Raleigh Lake.
We're at South Raleigh Lake today and it is stocked with rainbow trout. So for the rainbows in this lake, just small spoons and spinners work great. Otherwise, if you want to throw bait, you could try little tiny pieces of raw shrimp or balls of firework, awesome under a bobber, and it's great for little kids so they have something to watch. South Raleigh does have an invasive population of northern pike, so that's why we stock the larger fish here. So they're less susceptible to predation from the northern pike. If you do catch a pike, you have to retain it and it can't go back into the water alive. And you can keep as many pike as you will use. So if you can see behind me some of the fish jumping, those are the rainbow trout that we stock. You can tell that they're very happy in this environment and it's a great, quiet place to fish. So make sure you check your fishing regulations before you head out. This place has a lot of bugs, which is good food for the fish, but for people it can be bothersome. So make sure to bring your bug spray, and if you have any questions, feel free to call our offices at Fish and Game.
Now that you've seen the awesome site that South Raleigh Lake Campground is, we hope you'll consider it for your next weekend camping and fishing excursion. Stay tuned for more episodes of Alaska's Real Deal.